Okay, so let's proceed ahead with our group discussion. And I sent you a document, and I sent you the document related to the discussion which we want to do today. I'm sure you people have gone through that. And the topic I'm giving you is data-driven government. Data-driven government. That means
Sir,
government which is making use of data science.
sir, can you repeat, sir?
Data-driven government. I have typed it also. Data-driven government.
और एक्स्ट्रा डेटा कुछ नहीं है सर.
That's it. Data-driven government. Okay, so I think now you can start the discussion. Please
Hello
unmute
everyone.
yourself.
Hello everyone.
Good
My name is Ambar Bansal, and today's topic is data-driven government. So data is very important in running the government from financial to international relations, and there is also sensitive projects related to military and safety of the country. So it is very important. Data is very important in running the government. So we are going to.
We agree with you, but
Let me
yeah.
give you direction.
First of all, I would like to add. First of all, I would like to add in this 21st century of digital transformation, I would say data is the new oil, data is the new fuel, and data is the oxygen that holds immense untapped potential. Every
Anurag, let me give you direction.
every second individual.
We are going to discuss
First of all, listen my point. Let me complete my point. Every second individual as well as organizations are generating a huge amount of data in the form of in the form of news, in the form of images, in the form of social media messages, and we are driven towards the digital economy. Even the government, it is doing its all the meeting all the necessary things in the form of whether related to industry, academia, or startups. Everything is done in the data.
I agree with you guys, and I want to add one more point into this. I think if the government has the correct data, देन द करेक्ट स्कीम विल बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड मोर एफिशिएंटली। कि अगर सरकार पर डाटा अच्छा होगा, गुड क्वांटिटी में होगा, तो कोई भी स्कीम को उतनी अच्छी तरह से गवर्नमेंट इंप्लीमेंट कर पाएगी अपने सिटीजन्स के ऊपर। तो मुझे लगता है कि डाटा आज के समय का मनी है, जो कि पूरी गवर्नमेंट को ड्राइव कर रहा है। क्योंकि आज हम देख सकते हैं कि डाटा की वजह से ही जो एआई है, डीप लर्निंग है, मशीन लर्निंग है, वो प्रीवियस डाटा को यूज करके अपने आप को अडेप्ट कर रहा है कि वो आगे डिसीजन कैसे ले सकता है। तो ये हमारी फ्यूचर टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए काफी हेल्पफुल होगा डाटा भी। तो डाटा को स्टोरेज उन्हें रीड करना काफी यूजफुल है गवर्नमेंट के लिए फॉर टू टेक गुड डिसीजन।
As
Yes,
you
sir.
added for
Sorry,
the
Devan.
future
And I
economy,
also add one more point to this, that with this technological era, with the help of data, we can control the corruption also. When you are going to the digital payments, then everything will be recorded. Then we can control corruption as well as the black money. We can reduce these black money transactions also.
But my friend,
Yeah, I agree
I want to
agree
but
with
I
this.
want to add that by this digital, I mean, what you're saying, it's not that it's a danger to, I mean, the individual sovereignty or security, that all the informations are being shared. Though it's for some individual who do corruption, it's being noted. But for the individuals, their data is not being shared. They don't have the privacy.
Yes,
Like,
as government.
every aspect everything has two sides, some positive side and some negative side. अब मुझे लगता है इसके भी दो साइड हैं, कुछ पॉजिटिव कुछ नेगेटिव। अब मुझे लगता है पहले हम पॉजिटिव साइड को देखते हैं, उसके बाद हम नेगेटिव साइड पे डिस्कस कर सकते हैं कैसे नेगेटिव पॉइंट हो सकते हैं। तो वी शुड फर्स्ट डिस्कस व्हाट आर द पॉजिटिव साइड ऑफ डाटा, देन वी विल मूव फॉरवर्ड टू
Yes, I would like to
नेगेटिव
add.
साइड।
Yes, I would like to add one more point. How government is using data in various sectors. Let us discuss how government is implementing various schemes with the use of data. So one sector will be the economy, that is digital payment. UPI is launched, and now we have reached 9.4 billion transactions through UPI. That's a huge success in its case. Similarly, government uses this data and technology in various sectors, be it healthcare. That COVID passes was issued online. All the registration for Covaxin was done online through app, and various people's health was
But
tracked there. So
you don't think
let's
that what you are
discuss
saying.
these things.
But you are saying that COVID-19, all the they have linked the Aadhaar card, and from the Aadhaar
Yes,
card,
yes.
they have pointed that whether the person is nearby to you who have been affected. How they have come and they are accessing your whole phone data. In that you are seeing that they are accessing they are making you on the Bluetooth and the, I mean, hotspot, and by that they are accessing your whole data. It is not the danger to the sovereignty or the privacy.
मैं यहाँ पे डाटा को लेके एक पॉजिटिव पॉइंट देना चाहूंगा। जैसा भी हमने देखा कि हमारा जो चंद्रयान 3 काफी अच्छा लैंड हुआ है, उसका इसका एक बहुत बड़ा रीजन यही भी था कि जो हमारा चंद्रयान 2 का जो ऑर्बिटर था, वो मून के चारों तरफ राउंड काटा था, और वो कॉन्टिन्यूसली मून के सरफेस को ऑब्जर्व कर रहा था, डाटा कलेक्ट कर रहा था कि कौन सा पॉइंट अच्छा होगा चंद्रयान 3 की लैंडिंग के लिए। तो इससे हम देख सकते हैं, अगर हमारे पास डाटा अच्छा हो तो मुझे यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं कि कैसे हमने अपने चंद्रयान 3 को सक्सेसफुल लैंड करवाया। तो ये एक काफी अच्छा पॉइंट है कि डाटा किस तरह से हेल्पफुल हो सकता है हमारे लिए।
Yes,
I
Anurag,
think
should
Anurag
add
is
with
trying
your-
to saying that
Yes, I should
Anurag is trying to saying
agree
that
with
there
you
can
that
be negative point to this
हम
data.
एग्रीकल्चरल इंडस्ट्री वगैरह में भी यूज कर सकते हैं, ताकि इससे हमें ये पता चले कि कहाँ पे वेदर चेंजेस आएंगे, जिससे
Yes, Anurag, I should agree with you that there was a problem of data privacy. Yes, the government should take some commission and some decisions to control the body. I think
Like
which data you should share and which
डेटा
data
पे
you should not
एक
share.
जैसे कि
Yeah,
क्लाइमेट
like
चेंज
as
पे एक पॉइंट है कि जैसे क्लाउड सीडिंग करते हैं, जैसे चाइना में ये यूज हो जाता है। ओलंपिक्स में अगर पानी आने वाला था तो उसको पहले से हटा दिया गया। उसी टाइप का डेटा अगर पता चल जाए कि यहाँ इस एरिया में ज्यादा पानी आने वाला है, तो हम लोग क्लाउड सीडिंग करके और उसको वो फ्लड आने से, ये सब क्लाइमेटी आने से हम लोग बचा सकते हैं।
Amber is
डेटा का यूज इस करके
given
भी
a
तो
very good
काफी ज्यादा
point here
बेनिफिट
that
होगा, बट
various climate disaster
जहाँ
can
तक
be
अगर
avoided
देखा जाए
with the help of this data. Yes, Anil Kumar, please go
दिस
ahead.
इज टाइप ऑफ
इतना जो
फोरकास्टिंग।
न्यू ईरा में जो चल रहा है एआई जब से आ गया है, तो आप ये भी देख सकते हैं ना इसमें कि डेटा का यूज करके एआई कितना आगे बढ़ा। इन केस ह्यूमन को कितना नुकसान हो सकता है, मतलब हार्मफुल हो सकता है अगर एआई ने ऐसे ही डाटा को हैंडल कर लिया तो तो आप ये भी तो देखिए कि डेटा का यूज एआई भी कर रहा है, और गवर्नमेंट भी ऐसे प्राइवेटों को, सेक्टर को हायर कर रही है, और बड़े बड़े जो इंडस्ट्रीज हैं वो इस समय ज्यादातर एआई के पीछे चल रहे हैं। और एआई ऐसा
Yeah,
चीज, इन केस अगर डेटा आपका
Not,
उसने हायर कर लिया तो
not
आप
every
yeah, my
data
friend is
is
very right,
that
because
harmful.
today's what I see, that data is a backbone in the application of artificial
I
intelligence and
think we
machine
are
learning.
diverting from the
Because
topic. Are we is not what are
Diverting
the
from the
management
topic.
Yes,
understand
that's
cons of
what
the
I
data?
was about to say,
Our
that the
our topic is not
topic is actually data-driven
data
government.
driven
So,
government.
yes,
So
correct.
we
So
should
we have
discuss
to,
how the government is utilizing
yeah,
utilizing
that's
data.
only,
correct.
that's
That's what
only,
I'm
that's
trying
only.
to
Yeah, we
say.
We
should
are not,
discuss
we
those
are not
sectors.
driven.
That
We are
as
not driven.
government,
We are discussing that
government,
how the government is discussing how the government is focusing on the artificial intelligence and machine learning.
basically
Like,
we have to understand where the data actually came from, right? Like the data driven government, right? So how government can use the data to drive the all policies, or what the government can do for
in
the
additional
welfare
to the
of the
policies,
country, right?
yeah,
So
Yes, you are
policies are
whether
correct.
there,
whether it is for the
or
whether
whether new
it is for the
projects are there, or you
whether
can
it is
also
for the
say the
policies, whether it
HPCL
is for the
let me
policies, my dear
complete.
friend.
Extra rather than policies, I'm also saying that we are having new projects also, right? The HPCL, the HRRL project, the green projects which we are having, all these are data driven government projects, right? So this is the way how data is helping the government to proceed
Yeah,
forward. Yeah, we were having many points like these are having negative impacts also. Okay, Amber said, Dheeraj and Anil also said some points regarding the privacy description, like disruption, sorry. Like if the data gets into wrong hands, it can be used negatively. That is
see, my dear friend,
understandable.
wait a
So
minute.
Yeah,
control,
I would like
Amber.
so
to add.
the
See, you
control
are just
should be there.
friend, you notice the
pointing out the policies. But I would like to
Not
say that all the
policies, I'm
and
saying the use of data.
but
I'm saying the
yeah, use
use
of
of
data.
data.
But
Yes,
what I am saying, that
yes.
whether it is a machine learning or AI or any launch of 5G network, these are all coming from this only, these artificial intelligence or and this machine learning.
right,
The
Anurag,
5G
right?
networks,
So
the
why
5G
I
network have
don't
been
know
launched by
why
the government
Amber
in IIT
is
Madras.
so negative
Using
about
a Facebook
this
app,
data
only one
given to
time
the
you put the
government.
data you buy, so anything you buy, one time only put, and again you saying this ad, this like that ad, what price, what the think, anything.
I think
अभी
Anil, it
Facebook
is
का,
private
YouTube
sector
का
where
हर एक
you
चीज
put
आपकी
your
केवल एक
data.
डेटा के
Now
बाद
we are
आपको
discussing about
वही
how
एड बार
government can
बार
use
दिखाते
your
रहते हैं.
data.
इट इज नॉट गुड.
Actually,
मैं यहाँ पे
हेल्थ
पॉइंट
केयर
करना चाहता
सेक्टर में
हूँ.
आईयूसीएल ने भी बड़ा
गवर्नमेंट के
अच्छा
पास काफी
कंट्रीब्यूशन
सारा
करा
डाटा
है.
है ड्यू टू आधार कार्ड, और सपोज गवर्नमेंट को कुछ एक स्कीम लानी है जो स्पेसिफिक रूरल वुमेन के लिए हो, तो गवर्नमेंट अपना बजट एलोकेट कर सकती है कि रूरल में इतनी वुमेन है, हमारे पास डाटा है आधार कार्ड हिसाब से, तो हम अपना बजट डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि हमें
जैसे
जीडीपी से कितना बजट इस स्कीम को देना चाहिए.
अगर
तो
हेल्थ
ये
केयर
काफी
सेक्टर
अच्छे
में देखा जाए
पॉजिटिव
तो
पॉइंट है कि
टीबी तो
ये
हो रहा
डाटा
है.
का यूज हो सकता है.
हेल्थ केयर
अंबर.
सेक्टर में जैसे टीबी हो रहा है, ट्यूबरकुलोसिस, वो 10 मिलियन टोटल होता है. 10 मिलियन केसेस देखने को मिलता है, जिसमें 1.5 मिलियन लोग मर जाते हैं इंडिया में. तो ये डेटा पे, और मेजोरिटी स्टेट कौन है, तो छत्तीसगढ़ और यूपी. दिस इज फ्रॉम डेटा, और वी कैन फोकस ऑन छत्तीसगढ़ एंड यूपी टू टारगेट द टीबी पेशेंट. जैसे आईयूसीएल ने इसी रिगार्डिंग मनी इन्वेस्ट किया था और उनको फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड किया था, जैसे व्हीकल इक्विप्ड विथ हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटी, स्कैनर, एक्सरे स्कैनर, और एडवांस इक्विपमेंट टू डिटेक्ट द टीबी. सो ये आईयूसीएल ने बड़ा अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूशन करा था विथ मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ केयर.
I would like to add
या
one more point to this, that
डेटा
how data is used
अच्छी
in the
तरीके से भी
rural
करती है
part
कई
of
जगह,
this
जैसे हुआ अभी
country. So there
इस
are
समय
various
मौसम विभाग भी यूज करता
affect
है
farmers.
प्रीवियस ईयर्स के या डेज के डेटा देखता है, और उसके हिसाब से फर्दर फ्यूचर के डेटा भी देखता है, और इससे फार्मर्स को भी ज्यादा बेनिफिट होते हैं. उनके वेदर सीजन्स
Yes,
भी डेटा के अकॉर्डिंग ही मिलते हैं. तो डेटा इज ए बेनिफिशियल, बट इफ
Yes,
इट
yes.
गोइंग इन रॉन्ग हैंड, दैट इज नॉट गुड.
और रीजनल लेवल में भी अगर देखा जाए, जैसे बिहार में क्या होता है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कम है, और इस कारण गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है, तो फोकस कर सकती है कि बिहार को इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल के लिए अवेयरनेस प्रोवाइड करे. so that these issues can be handled
Yeah,
somewhat.
yeah. My friend was very much right. I would like to say something in his support that the government is launching. If we were talking in terms of benefit of this, like housing for all, one nation, one ration card, this Ujjwala Yojana, this fertilizer distributions. These are all the beneficial point of the government is collecting the data, and from this only they are just circulating, and all the necessary things to the NITIEs. They are collecting the data of all the.
एक और डेटा था कि जैसे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में क्या हो रहा था कि रॉट सिस्टम एडॉप्ट किया जा रहा था, सब लोग रट रहे थे, तो आया ना न्यू पॉलिसी ऑफ एजुकेशन, न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020 वाला, और अब इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए चैलेंजेस आ रहे गवर्नमेंट।
अब इस इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में डाटा बहुत काम आएगा कि कैसे बच्चे पहले पढ़ते थे और कैसे उनके आते थे रिजल्ट। तो अगर उन गवर्नमेंट डाटा है पुराना तो वो नई पॉलिसी को ज्यादा अच्छे से इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाएगी। जो एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आ रही है तो उसे ज्यादा अच्छे से इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाएगी। ये काफी अच्छी पॉजिटिव साइड भी है डाटा की।
करेक्ट धीरज, इसमें एक पॉइंट ये लाइक अगर पूरा पॉइंट देखा जाए जो हम सब ने डिस्कस किया है, उसमें ये चीजें हैं कि हमारा डेटा बहुत ज्यादा यूजफुल है, जो कि सारी योजना है IOCL ने जो नीडफुल किया है पेशेंट्स के लिए, प्रोजेक्ट्स आए हैं, बिहार की इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का पॉइंट है, कोविड का पॉइंट है, ठीक है, सारा डेटा AI के लिए जो यूज हो रहा है दैट इज देयर, एंड ऑल्सो सम पॉइंट्स आर देयर लाइक in which our data can be used wrongly, right? So we have to also focus on the points where we can control this, right? Like ये data कहीं misuse ना हो, we have to focus on that area. जैसे जैसे हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं डेटा को लेके, digitalization को लेके, right? So we have to also focus on the control strategy, like where should we focus so that हमारा डेटा कहीं misuse ना, right? So ये चीजें हमें हेल्प करेगी फ्यूचर में नए प्रोजेक्ट्स लाने में, नई पॉलिसीज आर द अदर वर्ड आई कैन यूज, लाइक नया चेंज लाने के लिए, राइट? बट उसके लिए हमें एट द सेम टाइम प्रोटेक्टिव भी होना पड़ेगा अपने डेटा को लेके। सो हमारी गवर्नमेंट को हम एक ये सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं कि हमारे डेटा को आप लोग कंट्रोल करने के लिए, उसे प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए व्हाट यू पीपल आर डूइंग, दैट सजेशन और दैट work we should also focus on that. This is also an area which I feel कि हम सबको उस पे डिस्कस करना चाहिए।
मैं से पॉइंट ऐड करना चाहूंगा, इसमें से गवर्नमेंट कुछ इनिशिएटिव ले भी रही है। जैसे बड़ी बड़ी कंपनी को ऑर्डर है कि वो अपने डाटा सेंटर इंडिया में ही बनाएंगे। जैसे अमेजन है, एप्पल है, ये अपने डाटा सेंटर इंडिया से बाहर नहीं सेटअप कर सकते, ताकि इंडिया का डाटा इंडिया में ही रहे, इंडिया का डाटा बाहर ना जाए। तो ये कुछ इनिशिएटिव गवर्नमेंट ले भी रही है।
और even government is hiring the private organization to work on the data security. They are paying to the private organization to help them in data security for the different so that their data cannot be leaked to unknown hands.
और
also thinking about data protection bill.
डिफेंस लेवल में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है डेटा। जैसे क्या होता है मिलिट्री अगर मिलिट्री ऑपरेशन कराना,
your data, our data, and everyone data sold by some money, or by that way you facing many problems like Facebook ad without unwanted चीजें, you don't want to showing that ad, but फिर भी वो आपको एड दिखाए जाते हैं। क्यों दिखाए जाते हैं? बिकॉज ऑफ डेटा आपका लीक हो चुका है। ऐसे बहुत से ऐसे केस आते हैं जो प्राइवेसी को लीक कर देते हैं आपको व्हाट्सएप पे, फेसबुक पे।
ये गलत बोला आपने, डेटा लीक हुआ नहीं है, इट्स जस्ट फॉर अस दे आर टेलिंग कि आपका डेटा, यस, फॉर आवर नॉलेज, फॉर आवर एजुकेशन कि डेटा लीक हो सकता है। इट्स नॉट कि आपका डेटा लीक हो गया है।
वो जो आप जो कह रहे हैं
leaking on this Facebook and all, it's your also responsibility that what data you are providing to these players on this platform, what you are giving the input, what things you are using.
My friend is very
not with government.
My friend is very much right, because why see, suppose you download some app and you allow something, so it depends upon you, the individual, what you are going to share with the different resource, different app, your mobile. So it is the individual responsibility. Data will automatically not be shared by just downloading. It's depend upon you whether you allow these things, then it gets shared. and even some organization some organization just different private organizations are there like Zero Lab. They are working on this only so that they are making the extension on the Google Chrome and even on Gmail, so that all the data, these things cannot be read by unknown app, even if you allow also the things which you want to share, which it is a type of demi some files will get shared.
Yes, like WhatsApp. Just let me give you a simple example.
डायरेक्शन है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डायरेक्शन है, जैसे डिफेंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द कंट्री, और अगर डिफेंस लेवल में मिलिट्री ऑपरेशन कराना रहता है तो इसको सीक्रेट रखना पड़ता है। तो और जैसे पाकिस्तान कुछ कोई देश कुछ कर रहा है, नॉट पाकिस्तान ओनली, देश अगर ऑपरेशन कर रहा है तो इट टू बी नोन, इंडिया को पहले से पता होना चाहिए कि क्या किया जा रहा है, एक्सेट्रा। तो प्लानिंग एक्सेट्रा इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, डेटा इज इंपॉर्टेंट इन दिस रिगार्ड।
Yes, I should also
relate to that point, Amber. Like आपने कहा कि डेटा हमारे पास होना चाहिए, अगर कोई कंट्री हमारे अगेंस्ट कॉन्स्पिरेसी कर रही है तो how that data will help? Like I didn't got your point. Can you please explain? कि हमें पता होना चाहिए या डेटा हमें उसमें हेल्प करेगा? आप थोड़ा सा बताएंगे आपने क्या
डाटा होना चाहिए कि सामने वाले की आर्मी कितनी बड़ी है, उनके पास क्या क्या एम्यूनिशन है, क्या उनकी फोर्स है, क्या उनके प्लान्स हैं, इस तरह का डाटा।
बट वो तो उनका डेटा हुआ ना, वो डेटा वो हमें शेयर नहीं करेंगे ना, राइट? लाइक
नो, वी कैन यूज
सैटेलाइट इमेज टू कैप्चर द
एडवांस इक्विपमेंट टू नो द प्रोसेसेस एंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन दैट एरिया। देयर कर सकते हैं
those things.
Yes, I should also one more point that Agnipad, the government will take some resolutions in the army sector also by the policy of Agnipad. It will also doing by the some survey with the help of data. How government will also change its way of doing the things.
So team, like I have to say one thing.
We should also,
we knowingly or unknowingly we use the methodology. Like in industries, people use enterprise Lean Sigma methodology, right? That is called DMAC approach to solve a problem. Like we were engaged in a group task, right? So and we were solving a problem with that methodology. Like DMAC, D stands for define. So we defined the problem like data-driven government, right? Then we measured our problem, like how far or how vast our topic is. And also we analyzed the problem in a positive and negative format. Like some people got some positive insights, some people got negative insights. And then we improved, like how we also had some ideas on improvement, like how we improved that particular topic. Okay, then some thoughts came on that for the data control we are doing some improvements also, like Anurag said about some sorry, I don't remember the name of that company you used, but that some companies are there which are keeping our data safe or working on that, right? And then we used a control strategy, like how can we control that, so control, or we can take the control initiative so that that data won't get out. So this methodology we used to express our project. Okay, so that's the best thing which we are doing. So for that I want to really give you heads up to
मुझे लगता है कि गवर्नमेंट ही सिर्फ डाटा ड्रिवन है, हमारी इंडस्ट्री तो भी डाटा ड्रिवन ही है, क्योंकि भाई इंडस्ट्री ने पुराना डाटा लेके फोरकास्ट करते कि हमारी फोरकास्ट डिमांड की फ्यूचर डिमांड क्या होगी। तो सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट ही नहीं, जो बहुत सारी इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, हमारी जो बहुत सारी फैक्ट्रीज हैं, वो भी पुराना डाटा लेके फोरकास्ट करते हैं आगे क्या स्ट्रेटेजी होनी चाहिए या आगे क्या डिमांड हो सकती है उनके प्रोडक्ट की। तो हमारी इंडस्ट्री भी एक डाटा ड्रिवन इंडस्ट्री है।
And I would like to add also that right now we have not extensively, I mean we have not used this, we have not used the true potential of the data. It's like we even we should collaborate with various IT firms to operate in a, I mean much more better fashion, like we are doing.
So
Yes,
I think now we can
even
conclude the
government.
session. You want to conclude now? Anybody wants to conclude?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes, sir.
definitely. Okay, can we conclude?
Okay.
I guess
So
that methodology which I said, we can conclude with that. That will give a proper structure to our conclusion.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. As you have mentioned,
Yeah,
all the
you
I'll
conclude.
just okay. I will just say okay. We all had some ideas, some inputs. So I want you all to also participate in our conclusion. Okay. So first I'll say the methodology, and then you people one by one you also can put your view on that for the conclusion. So it will be a group conclusion, right? So first is it is a DMAC methodology for conclusion. So first is define. So we to define our problem, the project which was given to us was data driven government. In that we defined like what is data, how government is driving the data, or how government is using the data to drive all the projects, all the initiatives which it is actually having in hand. Measure. So if anyone wants to go with measure how data is helpful in measuring, like data help in measuring the IOCL incident, which Amber told, right? That TB patient, IOCL took the initiative of helping them. And in Bihar, for the electricity, all the data which we got, that okay, fine, there is no electricity, or for the at times of COVID, we got the information that where we can get the most COVID patients, right? So someone,
So
if
in
anyone
these
wants to get in, you can add on analyze and improve, like how data is helping us to analyze, how data is helping government to
basically
analyze.
what we have come to this conclusion is that in terms of data driven government, whether it is in terms of beneficial, we say that there are different schemes going on, government is focusing related to data, or whether so they should go on doing more in terms of this. And there is also a negative which government has to make understand that they should be the negative impact cannot go beyond the positive, so they have to manage all the things. They have to manage all the positive and negative side of this. So with for making this data driven government more successful, more towards digitalization era. So basically all the challenges that we are facing in terms of data, we have a huge potential which we have to overcome by doing all the necessary. We have to collaborate with different, as I have earlier mentioned, IT firms and all different, citing all the negative points out. We have to move ahead like this.
Great, Anurag. And anyone wants to add something on control or future aspects of our topic? That was the last point. Okay, I can conclude. As everyone said, for the future aspects, we have to make a policies or make our system so educated that yes, how our data can be controlled, or how our data can be be safe. So more and more knowledge should be provided to the society, so that we can be safe with our data, right? It won't go in wrong hands. So with that, we all conclude our topic of group discussion.
So
Thanks.
let me give the feedback now, each one of you. See, you people are not sticking to the format at all. You don't know how to conclude. You are not talking in that particular way. So I advise you to watch the videos, how to start GD, how to conclude GD, how to enter in GD. There are 3 videos I have made long back. So please listen to those 3 videos. Now I start with the conclusion. When he will ask you to conclude, conclusion is the easiest part of GD. You are not to use anything new. You have to just say whatever was discussed. And it should not only be your opinion, it should be the opinion of entire group. So if you are planning to conclude, which is the easiest way and which is the surest way to pass the GD, then you should keep on jotting down some important points on your paper. So the moment he says conclude, you should jump and you should conclude. You should not ask other, can I, should I? No. Jump and conclude. And in the conclusion, make sure you are mentioning, referring to the points of others also. Now here what happened was, like, one fellow, at first you were so indecisive about conclusion, nobody was coming forward. Second, when you started concluding, it was not in a proper format. You started discussing again. First Jigyasa started, and then I think Omkar started discussion, and then again Jigyasa started discussion. So it was not looking like conclusion. That is number one. In the discussion also, I mean, you should talk something related to what others are discussing, and you should stick to the topic. Data driven government. It is not a data science, relevance of data science. You need to bring yourself back to the topic again and again. Otherwise, you may deviate. In the introduction, it has to be like, discussion. I mean, what direction to the discussion should be given in the introduction. So Amber started the discussion, but he could not introduce very good. So he could not give the direction to the discussion. And after that, Jigyasa, you intervened, Amber. You did not let him speak. Now, many of you were saying, like, I think Anurag was saying, Jigyasa was saying that let me complete. There you cannot say this. Okay, please be silent. Let me speak first. You cannot say this. वहां तो तुम्हें बोलना होता है, तुम ऐसे किसी को चुप नहीं करवा सकते वहां पे. ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते तुम के ओके प्लीज लेट मी कंप्लीट फर्स्ट. यू कांट से दिस बिकॉज इट इज अ डिस्कशन. इफ यू टेल समबडी लेट मी स्पीक, तो वो चलता नहीं है वहां पे. इसलिए यू हैव टू basically become expert so that others are listening to you. Now, Jigyasa was intervening also. Jigyasa not to be intervened. And your points were like, you were talking about the secrecy of the data, misuse of the data. That is a good point, but you were only concluding on the basis of this point. You mentioned that policy framing ke liye data is very important. That is good thing in this particular entire topic. Anurag said, okay, data is very important. It is oxygen, it is fuel. Those points Anurag mentioned about the data. Dheeraj said, okay, implementation is very important. Data is required. He talked about how it is linked with artificial intelligence, machine learning kind of thing. He said, okay, positive, negative, and even Chandrayaan example he gave. Omkar talked about the UPI transactions. Dola, you kept on, you were largely silent, Dola. Anil also gave some points which were relevant related to this. But overall, your performance needs to be improved. I mean, data-driven government, you understand, like government used to collect data since ages. Maybe you people know there's a census. After every 10 years, there's a census. And that started in 1881. 1881, 1891, 1901, 1911, 1921, something like that. And COVID, it was not done in 2021 because of COVID. Otherwise, census is what? Collection of the data. Why?
Data.
That government is in position to, implement the policies, implement its policies properly, frame the policies properly. So government is all about a lot of data, its analysis, and then implementation of the schemes, formulation of the schemes. And census example though, census 1881 say, 1881 since British, we are conducting the census after every 10 years. So that was nothing but collection of the data. And that is how we do it. And then you should also talk about India as the most populated nation in the country, in the world. So huge data and diversity. Why data becomes important? Sometimes you talk about caste census. India is full of diversity, different religion, different caste, different cultures. So data collection is important for that also. How do you understand which one is backward caste, backward community? So you need to, government actually is providing the positive discrimination in the form of reservation. So you need to identify which community is a backward community, how much benefit is going to a particular community. The government, when it is spending some money, let's say Sarv Shiksha Gyan, or let's talk about Mahatma Gandhi Narega. How many people got benefited through this or not? That government wants to get the data for that.
Yes, sir.
All data driven, no? So think largely. And I always told you that these are the important topics. I have given you some document, but that document is not, exhaustive. You can add many things. So now your duty is you should have a dedicated copy in which you should write a topic. Okay, this is an important topic. Data-driven industries, data-driven government, data-driven business, anything. I mean, data science, relevance of data science in the life of a common man. This relevance of data science in the life of a common man. So that also can be a topic. So you identify what can be the topic on the basis of data, and then start thinking on that line and start interpreting. So yes, you need to be interactive. You need to think innovative. You need to talk to others. You need not to abstract others. Stick to the format. Conclusion is the easiest part, which all of you spoiled. And conclusion ke liye he will tell you when you are in the total flow. So you have to stop. Somebody is to stop immediately and enter. That is what you have to do. So today was not very good participation from your side as a group. Anyway, anything you want to ask or tell me now?
सर इंट्रो के समय में अगर बीच में कोई रोक दे तो उसको कैसे हैंडल किया जाए?
नहीं,
अभी तक तो नहीं
आप बोलते रहो। कोई बोल रहा है, अगर कोई आपको जबरदस्ती रोक रहा है तो उसका नेगेटिव होगा ना, वो उसके नंबर कटेंगे तुम्हारे। तुम अपना पार्टिसिपेट करते रहो, तुम बोलते रहो।
तो सर जैसे इसमें स्टार्टिंग में कुछ ये थे जो नेगेटिव लेके जाना चाह रहे थे, मैंने सोचा कि पहले से पॉजिटिव पहले डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, लेकिन कुछ थे स्टार्टिंग से नेगेटिव थोड़ा अजीब था कि स्टार्टिंग से पूरा नेगेटिव जा रहा था कि कैसे हार्मफुल हो सकता है डाटा। तो ये सही
है, हर आदमी अपना अपना पॉइंट देगा, तो बोलो कि यू हैव गिवन सम नेगेटिव पार्ट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट, so let's give some positive aspect also of this. You can discuss, not a problem.
सर जैसे टॉपिक है डाटा ड्रिवन गवर्नमेंट, ये दो तरह के हो सकते हैं, हम बता रहे हैं या पूछ रहे हैं, किसी पीछे क्वेश्चन मार्क है फुल स्टॉप है, तो थोड़ा कभी इसमें कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है। जब डाटा ड्रिवन गवर्नमेंट है क्वेश्चन मार्क है,
सेम ही होगा, डिस्कशन सेम ही होगा, चाहे आप क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाएं चाहे ना लगाएं, पॉइंट आपके सेम ही आएंगे। क्या डाटा ड्रिवन गवर्नमेंट होनी चाहिए या डाटा ड्रिवन गवर्नमेंट, पॉइंट आप सेम ही दोगे। Yes, in my opinion, the topic is very, very relevant because of the, new technologies and use of new technologies for the welfare of people, common man. So technology always is for the benefit of a common man. And data science is one of the technology which can be of immense help. But yes, then there are some aspects of it. Data should not be misused. Every technology has two aspects, two faces, like a coin. Technology can be beneficial, it can be harmful also. Same is the data science, artificial intelligence. So all these technologies have positive aspects also, negative also.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you have to think of this. Now, negative aspect of artificial intelligence. Now, father of artificial intelligence said this may not be good for humanity. Data science also can be breach to privacy.
सर एक और क्वेश्चन है सर कि मैं अपने बारे में पूछ रहा हूँ सर। मैं बोला था क्या बोलते हैं IUCL वाला एक पॉलिसी बताया था टीवी वाला, और मिलिट्री का एक बताया था, और एजुकेशन में बिहार का मतलब डेमोग्राफिकली कैसे रेगुलेट किया जा सकता है, और क्लाउड सीडिंग, ये सब रिलेवेंट था कि नहीं?
ये रेलिवेंट है, पॉइंट्स आर रेलिवेंट, बट जिस तरीके से तुम बोल रहे हो डिस्कशन वो लगना भी चाहिए। इट इज नॉट दैट ओनली यू स्पीक, इट शुड लुक लाइक व्हाट यू आर स्पीकिंग। जो तुम बात कर रहे हो वो दिखना भी चाहिए कि तुम लीडरशिप रोल भी एक्वायर कर रहे हो डिस्कशन में, बाकियों को भी समझा पा रहे हो, बाकियों को साथ लेके चल पा रहे हो, बाकियों को डिस्कशन में ला पा रहे हो।
यस सर।
इसलिए पॉइंट देने से काम नहीं बनता, राइट? सो यू हैव टू ब्रिंग दैट।
सर फॉर्मेट लैग कर रहा था इस डिस्कशन में।
यस, फॉर्मेट तो लैग कर रहा था, फॉर्मेट लैग कर रहा था और फ्लो भी लैग कर रहा था।
तो बोल करके उसको चेक करा सकते हैं क्या कि मतलब
बोलना तो है ही, करवाने के लिए नहीं बोलना है। कभी भी किसी को चुप करवाने के लिए मत बोलो, अपना पॉइंट रखने के लिए बोलो।
मतलब मैं क्या बोलूं सर जो फॉर्मेट अलाइन हो जाए?
ये अपनी बात बोलो, अगर कन्विंसिंग बात होगी तो अगला आदमी सुनेगा। जैसे अगर आप में से कोई खड़ा होकर ये बोल देता कि फ्रेंड्स हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट सेंसस, डू यू नो समथिंग अबाउट सेंसस, आई टोल्ड यू दैट क्वेश्चन पूछने से लोग चुप हो जाते हैं। तो तुम्हारे में वो परसुएसिव होना चाहिए थोड़ा सा, राइट?
यस सर। Yes.
चलिए कीजिए इन पे, मैं कुछ और डॉक्यूमेंट भेजूंगा आपको, उसको रिवाइज कीजिए, प्रैक्टिस कीजिए जीडी का, एंड प्रैक्टिस ओनली विल हेल्प यू, राइट?
Okay.
ओके,
Thank you.
सी यू टुमारो, थैंक यू।